Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fit and healthy. So, dear students, we are going to study circulatory system chapter. In this chapter, you will study that human circulatory system is further divided into two systems, that is blood vascular system and lymphatic system. So, in the blood vascular system, you will study about blood vessels and heart, and in lymphatic system you will study about lymph vessels and lymph node. So we will study human circulatory system in two parts, that is blood vascular system and lymphatic system. First of all, we will study about blood vascular system in detail. So before studying this blood vascular system in detail, you should know what is blood. You all know that blood, it is bright red fluid and its role is to distribute and collect the substances. So therefore blood is acting as a distributing and collecting medium. So what all things blood is transporting? Let us see. First of all, blood, it transport gases. So you know that our cells, they need oxygen. So this oxygen is carried to tissues from lungs by blood, and blood, it flows in blood vessels. So let us assume this is a blood vessel and this blood is flowing in this blood vessel and it has oxygen, and this oxygen blood has taken it from lung and it is transporting this oxygen into the cell. This is a cell, and in the cell there will be chemical reaction, that is respiration will take place, means glucose and oxygen will be taking part in chemical reaction and they will release energy in the form of ATP, and carbon dioxide will be released. This carbon dioxide we are exhaling out, and from the cell this carbon dioxide is again entering into the blood vessel, and in this blood vessel blood is flowing, and this blood, it will take the carbon dioxide away from the cell towards lungs, and then it is transported out, exhaled out from our body. So blood is very important medium in our body. Then the next function is it carries soluble and digested food to various organs. So in the digestive system you have studied that the digested food, that is food which has changed from complex form to simpler form, then it is transported to various organs. That simpler form is transported to various organs, and that is also possible through blood. Then the next one is distribution of hormones. You have studied endocrine system. There you have studied that endocrine glands, they secrete hormones directly into the blood. So those hormones which are secreted by endocrine glands, it is transported to the target organ through medium that is known as blood. Blood also provide defense against diseases, since blood produces antibodies which kill the bacteria and as well as neutralize the toxins produced by bacteria. So this general information you should know about blood. Then if we consider blood vessels. In the blood vessels, you should know that blood is flowing in the blood vessels. First point. Then there are three types of blood vessels: arteries, veins and capillaries. So this is very important point. The arteries, they carry blood which is rich in oxygen. So this oxygen rich blood is referred to as oxygenated blood. So the arteries, they carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. This means pulmonary artery will carry deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood means it is rich in carbon dioxide. So veins, they carry deoxygenated blood except pulmonary vein, which will carry oxygenated blood. Then the third type of blood vessel is known as capillary. In this, both type of blood vessels are flowing. So here we have studied that in humans there are three types of blood vessels, that is arteries, veins and capillaries. Arteries carries oxygenated blood, means blood which is rich in oxygen. Veins carry deoxygenated blood and capillaries carries both type of blood. Exception is there in arteries which carry deoxygenated blood, that is pulmonary artery, and veins, there is again exception which will carry oxygenated blood and it is pulmonary vein, and capillaries, it carries both type of blood. So wherever you will find the term pulmonary, means it is related with lungs. So this is about the blood vessels. Then if we consider heart, heart is a muscular pumping organ. So in tissue chapter in 7th standard, you have studied that muscular tissues. In that you have studied there is cardiac muscle which make up the heart. So heart is made up of cardiac muscles. Then it is a pumping organ, means it will pump the blood to various parts of the body. In the working of heart, we will see how the heart works and how it pumps the blood to all parts of the body. Then in this chapter we are studying about human circulatory system. So you know that human heart, it is 4-chambered heart. Humans, we are mammals, so mammalian heart, it is 4-chambered heart. This is the general information you all should know about blood vascular system. So now let us study about heart in detail. So in heart, you will find that there are 4 chambers. This is the structure of the human heart. You will notice here that there are 4 chambers present. The upper 2 chambers, they are known as auricles or atrium. Atrium is for singular term. So the upper 2 chambers, they are known as auricles. This means this is the right auricle and the another one is the left auricle. These are the upper 2 chambers. And the lower 2 chambers, they are known as ventricles. So it is right ventricle and the other one is left ventricle. So human heart consists of 4 chambers. The upper 2 chambers, they are known as auricles and It is right auricle, left auricle, right ventricle and left ventricle, which are the lower two chambers. So human heart has 4 chambers. The upper 2 chambers are known as auricles, that is right auricle and left auricle, and the lower 2 chambers are known as ventricles, which is right ventricle and left ventricle. So auricles, they are the receiving chambers. Receiving chambers. And ventricles, they are the distributing chambers of heart. So auricles, they are the receiving chamber, means they will receive the blood from various parts of the body, and ventricles, they will distribute the blood, therefore they are known as distributing chambers. So the upper 2 chambers, which are known as right auricle and left auricle, they are known as receiving chambers since they will receive the blood, and the lower 2 chambers are known as distributing chambers, and they will distribute the blood to various parts of the body. We will observe in the next video. So this is all for today. Take care everyone.